A bunch of messed up, mostly rich people travel to a luxe resort, yell at the staff, and wreak havoc in each other's lives. While that was essentially the premise of the recently concluded The White Lotus, it's also, roughly, the setup of Hulu's 9 Perfect Strangers, August 18, a dark satire about people coming undone, or maybe rebuilding themselves, at a wellness retreat. The show's second-fiddle status behind The White Lotus belies a deep pedigree. It's based on a book by Liane Moriarty, the author of Big Little Lies. David E. Kelley, who adapted Big Little Lies for HBO, is a co-creator, overseeing an impressively stacked cast: Nicole Kidman, Melissa McCarthy, Regina Hall, Bobby Cannavale, Michael Shannon, Luke Evans, Manny Jacinto and more. This is a glossy event series. So why does it feel so small? Certainly the timing doesn't help. The White Lotus, from writer-director Mike White, was a mordant and urgent series, capturing certain zeitgeist concerns with bracing clarity and lyricism. Coming so soon after that, 9 Perfect Strangers seems flimsy, superficial in execution, a bad contrast to the carefully wrought superficiality of White Lotus's characters. Had 9 Perfect Strangers come at another time, maybe it could shine as its own thing. On the other hand, it might have always seemed programmatic and stale, a sellable idea to be flaunted rather than an actually rich and layered text. Sometimes there is nothing wrong with flimsiness. In the case of 9 Perfect Strangers, though, a depth seems intended. The show's emotional epiphanies and dark twists are meant to really mean something. But it all tumbles out of the actors' mouths in predetermined paragraphs, ones that speak to pain and regret and loss in broad generalizations. The show makes an effort to add as much idiosyncrasy as possible. Each character is a jumble of quirks and pointy backstory. Hall plays a chipper divorcee whose sunny disposition does, of course, occasionally give way to scary bursts of rage. Shannon is a dorky dad whose enthusiasm masks a howling grief that is, naturally, entangled with primal ideas of manhood. McCarthy's character, a tough cookie best-selling author whose career is sputtering out, is still reeling from an embarrassing con she fell victim to. There is detail there, jumping off the pages of a pitch document. But in the execution, everything gets flattened into a bland statement about angry Americans whose modernity, self-involvement, and defensive crouches have alienated them from their true selves. There is nothing terribly novel about that, nor in all the warmed-over jokes about wellness culture. The first 4 episodes plod and plod, playing like so much preamble as the actual plot groans slowly into motion. When a big, series-defining reveal does finally arrive about halfway through the series, it's a thudding anticlimax.